Dating advice for the 12 zodiac signs. Weigh and explore your options. What do I mean by that? Let's talk about it, if it isn't already self-explanatory, alright? I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential tarot reading for you at lamartownsendtarot.com. You can purchase your reading directly from my website. You can also purchase your own birth chart reading on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. If you have any other questions, check out the FAQ section as well as the personal ethics section and any other section you want to check out, including my blog section at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? I can't wait to do a personal reading for you, all right? Also, I would love it if you would follow me on Instagram, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/LamarTownsendOfficial, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Alright? Alright. Well, dating advice for the 12 zodiac signs. Well, clearly get rid of zits when they pop up on your face or neck because they're not attractive. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I hate zits. But my second advice would be to weigh and explore your options. Alright? And what do I mean by that? Well, weighing and exploring your options means never putting all of your eggs in one basket. Alright, let's start that over, okay? Weighing and exploring your options means never putting all of your eggs in one basket. Never putting all of your eggs in one basket means never investing all of your time and energies and attention into one person when it comes to dating. One man or one woman, whichever one you prefer, alright? Or if you prefer both, whatever. But just basically, never investing your time or energies into one person. Never investing your time, your energies, and your intentions. I guess that does kind of make sense. Into one person, one specific individual person, right? Dividing that energy, that time, that intentions, whatever, between more than one person, other people, right? I'm gonna break this down by zodiac signs, alright? But I'm gonna also break it down by element because we just don't have that much time for me to go one by one, right? Ooh, Lord. Alright, so let's start with water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Why should you guys weigh your options and explore your options in dating? Well, because you guys require this thing called... Well, actually, you require more than one thing. You require emotional intelligence, which is very important, but you also require groundedness. Sometimes it can be difficult to find both of those things in one person. Sometimes it can be difficult to choose which one you want when one person has, one and the other person has the other, right? So it's like, do I want to go with emotional intelligence with this person, or do I want to go with groundedness with this person? It can be difficult. But the most important thing, of course, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, is to know yourself, right? Know what you need. That's your first step. I know, for example, I'm a Venus in Scorpio. I know that sometimes I can be absolutely batshit crazy. Sometimes in love, it's just the Scorpio nature. We have trust issues. Sometimes we get suspicious. We need to know, and when we're not getting answers. So I need groundedness. So if I had to choose between emotional intelligence or groundedness, it would probably be groundedness for me. But I know myself. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it's important for you to know yourself, to figure out what you need. It would be great to find everything in one person, but not everyone can be everything. Does that make sense? So it's important for you guys to weigh your options. Um, because it's likely you're going to attract, or you may attract, people who have all sorts of different qualities that you enjoy, that you like, that you aspire to be yourself, but it's kind of honing in on which ones are the most important and which ones are the most compatible with you long term. Let's stop here though. Long term, all right? Thinking long term, especially when it comes to ourselves and making decisions for ourselves. Long term. Well, in order for us to think long term, we have to know ourselves to some degree, right? We have to know the fundamental aspects of ourselves, right? So if we're thinking long term, what we want long term, who we're going to be long term, we're having vision, right? We're setting goals, you know what I'm saying? We're defining who we are long term. We're committing to this person, who we aspire to be long term. Is this person that we're entering a relationship with compatible with the person that we aspire to be long term? Does that make sense? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So that's why you guys should weigh your options, okay? Next, let's move on to fire. Aries, Sag, Leo. Aries, Sag, Leo. I love you guys, but you guys can be so incredibly impulsive sometimes, so incredibly hard to read, so incredibly unpredictable, but yet amazing and extraordinary at the same time. And I think that's what attracts certain people to you. People are attracted to your strength and your impulsivity and your ability to quickly make a decision and stick to it. Stick to your guns, right? You guys have incredible intuition. But what people don't often see, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, is that you guys have an incredible soft, maybe even vulnerable side that's not often very nurtured, and it may not have even been nurtured in your youth, you know? And I think sometimes Aries, Sag, Leo can be so used to being strong all the time, like having to be strong, having to like put on a face, some type of face, a brave face, or some type of face to the world. But sometimes taking off that mask is like, you know, a brutally honest moment of vulnerability for an Aries, Sag, Leo. And the worst thing for an Aries, Sag, Leo is for them to take off the mask. And by the way, not having a mask isn't such a bad thing. Think of it as in terms of like wearing a suit of armor. Okay, my Mercury and Mars are in Sag, and I'm also a December born Capricorn, so I have that kind of Sagittarius energy to me, where I feel like a lot of times I have to defend myself. I have to put on my armor, my mask, and show these MFers who I really am, right? But then I don't often show people beside of me that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be held, that needs to be loved. So when I do show that side of myself, when you do show that side of yourself, Aries, Sag, Leo, and then like they leave for whatever reason, that's a very difficult situation, right? So what you want, Aries, Sag, Leo, the reason why you want to weigh your options is because you want to see who's really there for you. You want to see who's going to stick around for the long term, who's going to stick around when you take the mask off and beyond, who's going to stick around when the party's over. And you're having a moment of vulnerability where you're losing control, when you're not being yourself. And they can still be by your side. They can still be reliable, dependable. Self-aware is also important. Being self-aware, having a partner who's self-aware, you know, just to keep you in check, to help you become more self-aware, even, right? Because remember, relationships is all a lesson. We're all teaching one another things, right? So for you guys, it's all about who's going to be the one that's going to stick around with me throughout all my craziness, throughout all my ups and downs, when the party's over. It's that kind of energy that you want to look for. Because unfortunately, not everyone is going to want to stick around, when the party's over, when, things get rough, when you have your moment of, you know, losing control, Aries, Sag, Leo, right? Not everyone can handle that. That fiery whirlwind of an energy that you guys can sometimes, you know, create, and just kind of like light up everything in your path, and just become so uncontrollable, like, to the point of like maybe shaking sometimes, like this is exaggerated maybe, but I'm just saying, when the mask comes off, who's gonna stick around? Aries, Sag, Leo. That's why you want to weigh your options, all right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. My air signs. I love you guys so much. Self-expression is so important for you guys, all right? And being able to express yourself however you feel fit, however you feel free. And being able to express yourself with someone else is so important. Having openness, and freedom of expression in a relationship is so important. So if you feel constricted in that area, it's not going to be good for you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So being able to express yourself openly and honestly, being able to be understood, feeling understood, is very important for Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I feel like I keep getting the air signs and the fire signs mixed up, but it's because a lot of what I'm telling these air signs is also applies to the fire signs. And I also feel like some of the stuff I told the fire signs just, a few minutes ago applies to you guys too. So I just want to kind of add that. It's also interesting because you guys are polar opposites, polar opposite elements, fire, air, and then water, earth. So, anyways, being able to express yourself openly, honestly, freely, being understood is very important for Libra, Aquarius, and a Gemini, as well as an Aries, Sag, Leo. All right. Um, but I think being understood is probably feeling understood is probably even more important, for a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I think weighing your options for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is all about which relationship feels right. Which person do I feel the most comfortable with expressing myself? Which person do I feel the most comfortable with telling my secrets, telling, things I wouldn't normally tell other people? Which person do and also not feeling judged, not feeling like that's going to be taken for granted or being held over your head, Um, but also, which person makes me feel the most understood? Which person makes me feel the most alive? Which person makes me feel the most present? Which person makes me feel the most understood? Is literally the only word, like the most understood. And I keep trying to think of a word to replace, a better word to replace understood, but I can't. I can't. Not quick enough, at least. All right. So I think that's what it's all about for you guys. Granted, not everyone, unfortunately, and this is a tough realization, for a lot of us. Maybe it's because I'm a Libra moon. Um, but a lot of us, it's difficult to be totally understood by someone, right? If you really squint and pay attention, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a lot of people don't understand you, when it comes down to it, like, really. So to have that one person, that true one person that understands you, that, has your back, that allows you to, express yourself the way you want, and doesn't judge you, that guides you and helps you, that heals you in whatever way, that teaches you, that educates you, that betters you, that's the person you want, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? Last but not least, my lovely, lovely Earth signs. I love you, Earth signs. Here's the thing about Earth signs, alright? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Earth signs are very, very ambitious. Very ambitious. And I say this as a Capricorn sun, alright? Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. Yeah. We're very ambitious as Earth signs. And a Virgo rising, I want to say too. So nothing really gets in the way of our goals. Not even love sometimes, right? Or dating. Which is why it's even more important for an Earth sign to weigh their options. Because for an Earth sign, it's which person is going to most likely be able to. And see, the other wonderful thing about Earth signs is that they're very practical. They're planners. They're doers. So Earth signs are the type of people that naturally think long term. That naturally think, okay, what am I going to be doing 5 years, 10 years from now? Who am I going to be? Is the path I'm on right now on track with who I want to be? On track with where I want to be 5, 10 years from now? Like, that's an Earth sign, right? So I think for you, it's all about weighing your options and finding someone that fits with that plan. Does that make sense? Because anyone that deters you from off that plan that you have for your life, for the future, is not going to be worth it. Because they're going to bring you down, right? So when it comes to an Earth sign wants someone who is going to lift them up, who is nurturing, who is emotionally intelligent. And see, a lot of what I said about the water signs, for the water signs applies to the Earth signs. And a lot of what I'm saying to you guys applies to the water signs, right? Which one do I have the most in common with is also a very important thing for an Earth sign as well, right? Because practicality, okay? We're dating, clearly we're going to be spending a lot of time together. We better have something in common, because otherwise, what are we going to be doing together if we don't have, like, that's how an Earth sign thinks, right? So it's literally just for an Earth sign, who is most parallel with my parallel? Who is most, you know what I'm saying? Who most fits my life for how I envision my future to be? That's what it is. Like, weigh your options down to that person that most likely fits that bill. Are they going to be totally perfect? No one's perfect. And sometimes Earth signs can be prone to expecting perfection. Yes. But that's something that they have to keep in check, right? And having a partner who can keep that in check in them. Earth signs can be a little bit too idealistic sometimes. So, but yeah, which partner, which option fits your future, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, the most? That's what it's all about for you guys. So this is my dating advice for the 12 zodiac signs. Weigh your options, explore your options, okay? Never put all your eggs in one basket. Never put all your energies, time, attention into one individual sole person when it comes to dating, relationships, and romance, okay? All right, you guys, go out there and love on somebody, all right? I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I appreciate your support. Please follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend official. I can't wait to hear from you for your own personal tarot reading or birth chart reading at LamarTownsendTarot.com. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button, follow me on Google+. I can't wait to hear from you. Until then, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Love, health, and success. My stomach is growling, which means I need to go get something to eat, alright? See ya.